Welcome to Verona One Pan. We're in the city of love, Romeo and Juliet. I'm here with Chef Andre.
Ciao tutti!
And the purpose of the show is to show people how, very simply, with maybe one pan or one dish, to prepare a delicious meal quickly. Because I know for myself, being single, I don't want a lot of pots and pans. I like to just make something nice.
Allora Anthony, are you hungry today?
Always.
Perfect.
Always.
Let's make something nice. Today we prepare an authentic pasta sfoglia italiana. Okay?
Sounds good, but
How to do it?
well, what is it? I see eggs here, I see this, I don't know,
Today the recipe is pretty simple and suitable for vegetarian. We can eat it as an entrance, it can be a main course, it can be even, why not, salted breakfast for the day after, because the leftover in the fridge is always the best part.
Ah.
So now I show you the ingredients. We have some fresh spinaches. If you want to do it quicker, you can use even the frozen one, no problems about that. Some fresh ricotta, of course Parmigiano, because as you know, there's no recipes in Italian without Parmigiano.
No.
So if you don't like Parmigiano, please don't come in our channel. No, impossible. And then some fresh eggs, the puff pastry. And firstly, we'll cook the spinaches, we'll boil it for just 3 minutes in really salty water, then we will refresh it. Then we squeeze it because we don't need the water that is inside. Then we chop it, we add it to the fresh ricotta, we add just a touch of salt, eggs, Parmigiano, as I like to call it, a little mountain of Parmigiano, because the quantity must be generous. And then we bake it in the oven and our cake will be ready.
So when you say a puff pastry, it's like a cake?
Yeah.
With the ingredients inside?
Yeah.
And
then you slice it.
Oh,
yeah,
perfetto.
Yeah, perfetto. So then even if you have maybe you have guests at home, why not?
And there's no problem, reheat it, freeze it,
no
you
problem.
can do anything you want.
Look, it's even more tasty when it's from the day before. When you prepare it today for tomorrow, it will be even more tasty. Because in the fridge, if you keep it, it has the time, to become
ferment.
ferment, and it becomes better, the taste. Perfect.
It's like Italians.
Yeah.
Better with age.
I hope so.
Okay, let's begin.
Yeah, let's start.
If you need my help, I'll happy to, maybe cut or,
I was thinking to don't cook today.
I'll do the whole thing. Oh, okay. All right.
Today it's easy, really. All our recipes will be easy. You can make it. You don't need skills at all. Just you need to follow the recipe. Okay, let's start.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's start with the spinaches.
All right, so we got the spinach. The water's kind of boiling.
Yeah.
I see this salt here.
Salt. Yeah. This is the salt that we use in Italy for salting water. Usually, when we want to make pasta, we kind of pasta eater in Italy.
Yeah.
So we make a lot of pasta, and we need. In Italy we usually have this huge salt, but it can be replaced with a normal one. Just the thing. You must be generous with the quantity of salt for preserving the color and the taste of the spinaches. So it will be a fast cooking with a lot of salt, and then we need to refresh it.
So the salt water has to be like swimming in the Mediterranean?
Exactly. It must be salty like the Mediterranean Sea.
Okay.
Here we go.
So, let's start.
I did wash my hands before we started the show, so
Yeah.
everyone knows. It's sanitary. Generous. I don't know what generous is. This?
One.
This, no?
Another one.
Due?
See.
Tre?
Maybe half. 2 e mezzo.
2 e mezza. Okay. You can't see it, but the salt on the bottom is the shape of Italy. So there must be something to the salt water.
So now
Okay.
we can finally cook our spinaches.
So you put the whole thing.
Yeah.
Now,
Don't worry about the quantities. This is 400 grams of spinaches, but as you will see, after cooking, it will be like that, not more.
Yeah.
So we can push it down. And now we should just wait 2-3 minutes. because we don't have to overcook the spinaches. It's not too important. I mean, if you want, you can even cook it for a little more, but for preserving the good properties of the spinaches, that you don't overcook it. And like
So-
this, you preserve even the taste.
So it's gonna be a little raw. It's
Yeah.
not gonna be mushy. You
Yeah.
keep it
Yeah, half.
half.
cooked.
Okay.
Even because remember that after this cake, it's the torta salata, must be baked in the oven.
Ah, so it's a cook more.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
cooked
okay.
more. Okay. Now we should just wait 2-3 minutes
Wow, we can have a coffee.
for a glass of wine.
Wine.
We're in Italy. Wine sounds better.
We'll need to do that.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Let's open a bottle.
You got a bottle?
Yeah,
Let's
of course.
do
So remember, if you cook Italian, you must drink
it.
Italian.
Wine, definitely. Oh, sure.
Signori, chin chin.
Ching ching.
This is important for the recipe.
Yeah, totally, totally. That's
Most
why we're
important
here.
step.
That's
Most
it.
important step. How's it? Refreshing.
Yeah, not sweet.
Yeah. This is really typical from our region. It's named raboso. So it's an old kind of grape, which now we are, fortunately, we start to make wine again with such grapes because it was a grape that nobody wanted before. I mean, especially between 90s and 2000. But now that we want to, as you know, to drink again our authentic wine, fortunately there are some wineries that still make this.
Right.
It's named raboso. Raboso.
And it's pretty too.
Yeah.
Now, the difference I notice here in Italy with rosé, which is different than, say, America. So as soon as you think rosé, you think sweet wine.
Ooh.
Whereas here, it's dry.
It's
And
dry.
fruity.
Yeah.
I find I never used to drink rosé because
Yeah.
I don't like the sugar. But
Mhm.
here, it's like,
Yeah,
it's perfect.
Here it's even more dry than the white. If you drink prosecco,
Mm-hmm.
it can be sweeter than rosé.
Really?
Here rosé, it's only brut, no extra dry. Because usually we make it with Pinot Noir in case, or but whichever other grape, our rosé is dry, absolutely. But good to know.
That is.
Can you switch off the fire, please, Anthony? Grazie.
Now that's the other secret of cooking in Italy, is gas.
Yeah.
Not electric,
Yeah. No electric, no induction.
no, gas.
The only good thing about the induction hob is fast to clean. It's
Oh,
easy
really?
to clean. But the thing is, you cannot use the pot you want. And when I cook, and probably it will be visible in all our recipes, I like that material, aluminium or copper. This is the best to cook. But of course, if you have just steel, you can use steel.
Right.
Just when you cook, I don't like too much to use the how is the name of the non-stick pan?
Teflon. The
Teflon.
Teflon.
Yeah,
little
because
black.
Teflon it gives a weird taste to the
Alright.
thing. Yeah,
Even in the big pots.
yeah.
Oh.
I never like to use it. In Italy now we don't use it that much. Now I don't want to tell you that I use ice cubes like in a restaurant. We can use fresh water.
And this is only to rinse it, or is this to cool it down, or
Is
both?
to cool it and to take off also the huge amount of salt that we put in before. Grazie. Now we can leave it here inside for like 4 or 5 minutes. Then we will remove all the water and we will squeeze it nicely. After 4 or 5 minutes, I dry it. Then I check the temperature. If you feel that it's still a little hot, you can even open the sink and continue this way. Remove it a little bit. Anthony, do you remember how much spinaches we were having when it was fresh?
400 grams.
400 grams. Now,
it's
tell me.
no idea.
just to let's say, I don't know, just a little quantity of spinaches. So when you work with the fresh vegetables and you have to boil it. Remember to use a huge quantity because it contains a lot of water, and when you cook it, there will be no too much product.
Now, would you like, depending on the dish, after the person makes it once and they want to make it another time, they could decide they want less spinach or more spinach. So
Yeah.
that's how they determine 400 grams or 200 grams
Yeah.
or whatever they wish to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you buy it frozen, it already looks like that.
Right.
You can just leave it out of the freezer for 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. Don't microwave it, please.
Mm-hmm.
After 1 hour and a half, you can start to chop it and it's already ready, so you don't have to do all the things we have done before. But I can tell you the taste, of course, won't be the same. I mean, it can be nice.
Yeah. So this is like for America,
Mhm.
frozen. This is like one of the frozen packages that you can buy each
Yeah.
ball. So it's almost like 2 packages
Mhm.
if you can do the frozen.
Oh no, one pack will be
No,
sufficient.
the pack is like this big.
Ah, okay, because in Italy we sell more huge packs.
I know you do.
Ah, okay. Of course.
So for
Yeah.
here, you buy one, in America, 2.
Good to know.
Yes.
Good to know.
Or fresh.
Or fresh.
Okay.
It's always better.
So now we're going to squeeze this.
Now
and-
we are gonna squeeze it gently.
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 Okay.
And we're gonna work together. Are you ready for squeezing?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Gently, right?
Gently, yeah. Because we don't want to make a mess in the kitchen.
Oh, I thought you didn't want to hurt the spinach.
Gently, but better to take off all the liquid, all the water. Because you know, ricotta cheese is full of water. So if we put too much water, it will be more difficult to cook our
Yeah, then the consistency
la
of
nostra
the...
torta salata.
Yeah.
Avrà dei problemi. It will have problems.
Okay, so
Bene.
now it's squeezed. It's still a brilliant color.
Yeah, now we have to cut it. Now I'll show you how.
Okay.
So you take the bowl
Yeah.
and then
So it's important to have a ball. What's the secret in this? Okay.
And we cut it.
That definitely makes it easier to cut. Do it that way. You must be a chef. Did you go to school for this?
Yeah, kind of. Yes. Yes, I was working for a long time in restaurants and also I was frequenting a school. But I can tell you, doing this is not difficult. Wanna try?
Sure.
The same I've done.
Sure.
Look, at the beginning, just slice it. Pay attention to your hands.
Slicing down.
Slicing, yeah. And then chop it. When you chop it, use both hands. So this way. You can do faster. Prego. Antonio, vai. Tutto tuo.
Going from the back.
Sì.
Cut it this way.
You must,
Am I doing okay?
nice. You must have been a chef in your previous life.
Maybe.
And now, with both hands, yeah. Cool. By the way, for such preparation, we don't need to overcut it, let's say. I mean, to cut it in really, really small pieces.
Because I'm looking how small yours are versus over here.
Okay, so that's
I don't know.
standard. Yeah, it can be even less.
It could be less. So it could be mixed. It doesn't really matter the size.
Yeah, no,
of
it
the
doesn't matter.
cuts.
Absolutely. Perfect. I can tell you, our spinach is ready. See? Pay attention to your finger,
Yeah,
because this knife
we don't want to leave
actually
any
cut.
pieces there.
Now, we put the spinaches inside the bowl. And now I have some work for you, Anthony, again.
Okay.
You should grate some noce moscata, nutmeg, this one.
What is
I
that?
know it's nutmeg,
Nutmeg. Okay.
noce moscata. I know that in America it's difficult to find this shape.
Right.
I mean, this kind of. So you can replace it with the already powdered one.
the powder one.
Yeah,
okay,
powder
so-
will be fine. So now,
And how much?
oh, a quarter
Quarter of this.
of this. Yeah. Molto bene.
Bene.
Perfetto. Benissimo.
Good.
Now I add a little of salt, so let's say 2 pinches after
Okay.
we'll fix it. Remember that the Parmigiano is also salty, so don't exaggerate at the beginning. We are going to taste it and then feel that if it's good, if it has a lack. Better if it has a lack of salt because we can always adjust.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. So now you can take the ricotta,
The whole thing?
the whole thing, yeah.
Can I use that spoon?
You can use the spoon.
Okay.
Molto bene. Give me this one.
Now, I remember from my mother,
Mm-hmm.
always do an egg.
Yeah. 1 egg.
One egg, hopefully without a shell.
Perfetto.
All right, so like any kitchen in the world, we did a quick cleanup.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
Yeah.
we don't like to work when it's messy.
No,
or
no,
when
no,
it's
no.
dirty.
You don't want to
Absolutely
mix
not.
things. And we took the time to grate the cheese because we're going to spend an hour grating
Yeah.
Parmesan
Mm-hmm.
using this wonderful thing. So now we did the spinach, the ricotta, 1 egg,
1 egg.
complete,
Salt.
and a little salt, and we did a cinnamon,
The nutmeg.
nutmeg.
Nutmeg. And now some black pepper.
Okay.
This is a mixture of pepper. You can use black pepper, white pepper, but always better to use a mix. It will give an extra flavor. This has some pink pepper too. Okay, now a little mix.
I mix it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks pretty easy, right?
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, you can use this mix and do a lot of different dishes. Put this in lasagna.
You can make
Little pasta,
cannelloni. You can use it as a filling of cannelloni. The only thing,
Yep.
if you make, for example, ravioli, cannelloni, pasta, you can avoid the egg. I mean, you can don't put the egg inside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the egg is already in the pasta.
In the pasta.
So you don't need it.
Yeah.
In this case, the egg is something that will make the cake nice. Perché la nostra torta salata needs to be a little higher. I mean, it needs to become high when it's cooking, and the eggs makes the magic.
Magic.
La
The
magia.
magic.
The magic.
Magia.
La magia.
The secret formula.
Esatto.
Secret ingredient, okay?
Vi ricordate, do you remember our little mountain of Parmigiano? 1, 2, 3. And if you're not sure about the quantity, my grandma was always telling me to add 1
A
more
little extra.
because it will be extra tasty.
Okay. Mix it.
See? Un assaggio. Especially, we need to check the quantity of salt. What do you think?
For me, it's okay.
It's
For
okay.
you?
For me, a touch of salt.
More salt.
You know,
Okay.
I like.
You
to
like
put
salt.
this-
Okay.
No, especially if you don't put the salt in the ricotta, sometimes the taste can be bland.
Oh,
So
really?
the secret of seasonal ricotta is to put a little bit more of salt.
But is there already salt in ricotta?
No, ricotta is. I mean, in Italy, ricotta is completely without salt, unsalted.
Ah, okay.
That's why we use it even for making a lot of desserts.
Okay. A pinch.
A pinch.
That means you're putting me back to work.
Yeah.
I have to mix now.
Yeah.
Right. That's really the reason you did
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Mescola bene, mix it well. Adesso è perfetto.
Perfecto.
But do you trust me or do you want to try it?
Totally, because I don't want to get another spoon.
Oh, ok. Facciamo vedere?
Simple.
This will be-
Very simple.
Absolutely.
And look, 1 bowl.
Yeah.
1 bowl. All right, so now what's next?
Now we're gonna build up our cake.
Oh boy, okay. Do I need to move this over here?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got, just
Okay.
like any cake, you get
Yeah.
a pan. or-
Pan. Something that can be good, suitable for the oven.
Yeah.
So you can use, for example, if you don't have such, you can use even the one for making cakes, the desserts, whatever you have to. This one is for custards, This one is for pan di Spagna, something like that, so something that must increase.
But I think this is probably better because it's easier to slice. You cook it in there and just slice.
Yes, this will be better.
All right, now we prepped it. This is a new stage.
Yeah.
You take it. You need just to get the egg yolk.
Yeah, this will be for the decoration.
When you say decoration, like once it's baked, you put it on top, or once it's filled, you put it on top.
No, once it's filled,
Yeah.
I put it on top. Like this, when it will bake, it will have this rich yellow color.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And this is
And this is one.
well, this is a cheese.
This is a cheese. It's named Caciocavallo. It's one of our best cheese in Italy. In Italy, we are full of cheese, you know. This comes from the south, and this is the traditional one. You can use, instead of this, you can use sliced smoked mozzarella.
Okay, okay.
If you find it, yeah.
Because this might be tough to get.
Yeah, difficult to find
Right.
it. Or you can use scamorza, that is also a smoked mozzarella, but I know it's possible to find it in United States. I mean, American people have told me that. Here we are lucky, so we'll use this one.
Especially if there's a store right across the street. That's
yeah,
perfect.
Yeah. Alright, we start with the egg. So we need just the yolk.
Now this is an art skill.
Yeah, but not difficult. It's just because I never trust the quality of a cheese. Would you mind to taste it with me?
No problem.
Prego.
Grazie.
Facciamo questa cosa molto difficile, molto difficile.
Eat the skin. Very good.
Yeah, you eat it in the skin here.
Wow.
It's flavored, it melts,
It's soft.
soft. It looks strong, but inside it's soft and really, really flavored. Ci facciamo delle fette. Such a thing you can find already sliced at the supermarket, right? So when you buy the smoked mozzarella or the dry mozzarella, you can use the one that is already sliced. It will be easier for the recipe.
A lot of places have grated mozzarella. Is there a difference? You want it sliced or having grated?
We can
If you did a mozzarella,
it can be even grated.
it can be grated.
Yeah,
doesn't
it can
matter.
be grated, doesn't
Okay.
matter. Better if smoked, because it will give an extra taste. You can use it in pecorino. Yeah. In general, you can use the cheese you want, let's say, but it must be a tasty cheese. Bene. Our slices are done. Now we have all the ingredients ready, and we can start to build our
Okay, so you need this.
seasoning.
Now, this is something special in Italy,
Yeah.
but in, let's say, America, you use a regular pie crust, pre-made pie crust.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just,
See.
that's a flour.
Okay, it can be.
Now, this is white. Now, can you use wheat flour with this recipe?
You can use the one
Any type
you want. The
doesn't
one you
matter.
want. It will give an extra flavor,
Uh-huh.
maybe even better.
Mhm.
I use now the basic one, but you can choose the one you want.
Yeah.
You can use buckwheat. You can use whatever. If you want to make it gluten-free, you can use
Right.
buckwheat.
Okay, good. Your choice.
Your choice, absolutely. So now, we take it from here. Grazie mille. Can you please?
Certainly.
Place it here. Doesn't matter if it looks extra sized, because after you can close it a little bit.
Good.
So when like this, important thing,
Here's the bottom.
yeah,
Yeah.
to make holes like this, it will cook better.
Okay.
So with a fork. just at the bottom. Così.
Missed the spot right there. There you go.
Bravo, good assistant. Adesso mettiamo, we put
Ah, the cheese is on the bottom.
the cheese on the bottom.
Ah. I thought it was going to go on the top.
No,
Let's see.
we put it on the bottom. Oh, the quantity was perfect.
Yeah, really. You've done this before.
Yeah, looks like I'm a chef. Looks like I worked before, right? Bene. Now we put
The mix.
the mix. Look, for doing it fast, you can put everything in the middle, like this. And after, gently, you move it everywhere. And nothing difficult on it. Just make sure that it will become, the same quantity nearly everywhere. And when done, more or less like this. Usually better to pay attention outside because it's easy to put more quantity in the middle.
Yeah.
So
you
better.
want to make it even.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because in the external part we will close it so it will have double pasta. Beginning like that, like that, like that, and like that. Then we close it this way, like this with a pinch. Wanna try? You take these two and you do.
Just a little
Yeah,
twist
because
and
it
pinch.
looks difficult, but it's not at all.
Like
Yeah,
this.
like this. Move.
Wherever it's up.
And there. Yeah. Benissimo. Last thing. Some holes in here.
Okay.
It's important to go deep. It's also for the cooking.
Yeah, this is because the steam is going to come through it, the heat,
Yeah.
and that helps cook the internal
Yeah.
part of the pasta. Okay.
Bene. And last touch. Mettiamo uno strato.
Oh, just on the edge
Yeah,
of the
that's
crust.
the edge, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. About the thing is the reason is just the color. So if you don't want to do it, you can even don't. I mean the taste won't change. Okay. It's just for the color.
Yes.
So what you think we can put on top? Just a little bit of
Parmesan.
brown.
Ah, okay. There's a quiz test. Now with a spoon, you have to use your hand. That's a true chef.
Yeah. Absolutely. You should
'cause
work
then-
with your hand. You should
Yeah, 'cause
feel.
you can actually, put it evenly in the way you want it.
Yeah.
Whereas a spoon, it's not controlled as much.
Molto bene. Looks
Beautiful.
like this cake is ready for oven.
All right. Now we got, it's 200
degrees.
200 degrees.
And then we cook it. 200 degrees without the fan. Without the fan. So
Okay.
up and down 200 degrees, but without the fan.
And then we're gonna bake it how long?
We'll check it after 15 minutes, but
Okay.
just to have a look. I think it will take like between 20 and 25 minutes.
Okay.
Depends on the pastry dough you buy. And also it depends on the quantity of ricotta and the filling. Because for example, same cake, different pot. If your pot is larger, of course the stratus of the filling
It's thinner.
is thinner and it will cook faster. But if your pot is smaller, the stratus will be higher and then you need more time.
So So the base is 15 minutes, and then you
And
check.
then you check. You check. I usually check the color and how it looks, the pastry, the dough
Okay.
outside. Ready?
Here we go. Ooh, nice. All right.
And now we have the time to drink.
Perfetto.
Chin chin.
Chin.
A tutti.
What do you think? Are we almost done?
Let's have a look. Yes, I see the pastry dough is
Yes, puffy and a little brown.
puffy, little brown, so perfect. Now we can take it out.
You think it's done?
Yeah, I think so.
So it took really what? More than 15 minutes.
Oh yes, it was 22, 23 minutes.
Okay. Wow, that looks great.
Here we have our cake.
Wow.
How nice smell.
Definitely. Smell the spinach and everything, the cheese.
So now we have
You gotta let it sit.
to be patient, because if you eat it immediately, your mouth will be really
Well, when
burned.
we cut it, it's gonna like move all over.
Yeah,
or it's,
yeah.
it's still liquid.
Better to wait minimum 10 minutes, 10
Okay.
15 minutes before slicing it.
Okay.
And better if you have half of an hour, better.
Even better.
Yeah, even because sincerely, this sort of torta salata is better to eat it when it's not too hot, because it tastes better. Like this, when it's too hot, it tastes less. It has less taste.
Right.
Better to leave it like at the let's say house temperature.
It's cooked. It's baked. It looks beautiful. Now, this is the secret. We all have this problem when it comes to cutting. It's like a birthday cake. You cut it, it falls apart, get it exact so it's a nice pie shape, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna try to make?
Yeah, we can try it.
We can try it. You're
Yeah.
the pro.
So first of all,
Yeah.
our cake now is cooler
Mm-hmm.
than before, and I can touch it with my hands. We can move it.
Okay.
Yeah, this way. Pay attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this thing.
Really nice.
Beautiful. Bellissimo. All right, now we get to cut it to see how well you cut, and we get to try it, no?
Me or you? Nice question. I will do it.
I'll let you do it.
Yeah. Start from the center.
Like a surgeon, look at this. That cut.
It's perfect. And then this can be for 8 people, but even 10. Let's make.
Depends how you slice it.
Yeah, and how much you're hungry. So the slice is done.
Crust looks amazing.
Let's see. Poi. Qui sotto. Oh, oh. Oops.
Nice. Look at that. Approved.
And then our slice.
Beautiful. Looks great. I'm gonna try it.
Dammi una tua opinione, tell me what you think.
The truth.
The truth.
The truth.
Of course.
Beautiful. Wow. Again, you taste each ingredient.
Do you remember that before you told me about the salt?
Yeah.
You were thinking like the filling could be sufficiently salted. But as I told you, if you don't put a little more salt in the ricotta, when you cook something with ricotta, you feel just the ricotta, but you're not able to divide all the ingredients in your mouth. And you feel like you can eat, I mean, it's good, but it tastes bland, and then you don't want to have another bite.
Right.
So it's important to put the salt. Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed the show from Verona One Pan. Thank you. We'll see you again.
Yeah. And I trust you, but not too much. So I would like to taste a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
Mangia. good. You have to try it.
Ecco. Like Italians, so with hands.
Oh, I was on with a fork.
Mm-hmm.
Bella.
Mm.
Even for you, it's good.
Hey! Arrivederci. Hey! Ciao!
Okay. I'll do the wine.